Welcome to today. Thank you so much for joining me today on this beautiful journey of love, of unconditional love, of healing, of transformation. I just sage you in. I welcome you in. I set the intention that each and every one of you come and feel this unconditional love, that you feel healing, that you feel transformation. As you come in, let me know who is here. Let me know where you are tuning in from. And how about we start with our grateful heart? So let me know, what are you grateful for? Let me know what you are grateful for today. So if this is your first time joining me, my name is Janetti. I am a love coach specialized in unconditional love, helping people to heal. I specialize in heartbreak healing, not only heartbreak healing of a romantic breakup, but any kind of heartbreak healing. So I thank you guys all for joining today, and I'm excited. Hello, Erica. Hello, Bill. Welcome, everyone. I just sage you in. I welcome you. I send you guys so much love, so much fulfillment. So as you come in, let me know where you're tuning in from, and let me know, what are you grateful for? Hello, Erica. I'm grateful for this life and all the opportunities I've given to be in strong in abundance. Yes. I love it. So if you were part of my live on Wednesday, I talked about the power of gratitude and how in gratitude it can shift us into any timeline. It can heal any pain, any hurt. Erica, beautiful Seattle. I was just talking to my friend right before this live about how I constantly feel called to Washington and how I feel like in the end I'm going to end up living in Washington. So beautiful. Hello, Bill. I'm grateful for good health and connections to loved ones. Yes. Beautiful. Hello, Dee Dee. Okay. I apologize. I just realized that the first 3 minutes, if you listen on YouTube, did not have sound, but I will cut that in. So, hello, Dee Dee. Hello from Sydney. Beautiful. I love that. And hello to Sarah. Welcome. I'm just going to put that air on because I'm boiling over here. So, a couple quick things, actually. I want to make note of before I get started. I am experiencing this major upgrade. I don't know if I'm upgrading into a different frequency or what it is, but I'm experiencing allergies. I think it's allergies. Maybe it's sickness. I don't know what it is, but I'm constantly blowing my nose. I'm constantly sniffling. I did not put makeup on because I've been crying. So bear with me today. Please accept me as I am. I'm going to show up no matter what I'm feeling, unless I need to rest, but I feel good enough to do this live right now. So I just want to put out that warning for all of you guys right now. So if this is your first time joining, welcome. Hello, Natalie. My name is Janetti. I am a heartbreak healing coach specialized in unconditional love, helping people to heal, helping people to transform, helping people to connect deeper to their spirit and find home within. I have 3 North Stars, 3 missions in my business and my personal life, and that is love, that is spirit, and that is home. So I hope that you guys can feel that today. I'm crying because of these allergies, not, for any other reasons. So let's just start with just entering into a opening meditation, connecting us all together. This will only be a couple minutes. The way that my lives usually go is I start with an opening meditation followed by a talk. Today we are talking all about healing hearts, cultivating unconditional love for inner transformation and healing. And then I will open it up to a question and answer, and then we will go into a longer meditation. So if all of that sounds good, I am actually going to, excuse me for 1 minute, while I grab some Kleenex. I'm not at the prettiest form today, but I'm here. I'm going to grab some Kleenex. I'm going to come back, and then we're going to start. So I'll be right back. Okay, and truly, 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 thank you for accepting me as I am today. I really appreciate it. And I want you to know that I accept you just as you are, whatever you're feeling, whatever emotion, whether it's happiness, sadness, anger, it's all good. Great timing for this live. I'm struggling a lot to have heartbreak. I had a small fight with my partner last night that blew out of control, and we may be taking a break from each other. I need to do a lot of healing, and I'm not sure he can support me in the way that I need. Natalie, first off, I send you love. I send you healing. I am healed. And just to let you know, I have it's being submitted today, but I just made a 11 lesson course here on Insight Timer called Heal Heartbreak, Find Love. And it originally was a 3-month group coaching program that I have condensed into a 11 lesson course here on Insight Timer. And it's literally designed for just that, going through a breakup, feeling heartbreak, and coming back into love. So I'm excited that will be launched today. I don't know how long Insight Timer is going to take to approve that, but if you follow me, if you're not yet following me, it will show up when you'll be notified when it's been launched. Also, I want to invite you to check out my meditation here on Insight Timer called, it's a heartbreak healing meditation. So that will help. Okay, I'm going to go into an opening circle, and then I will attend to all of the comments. Don't think I'm ignoring you. So close down your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And take a deep breath out through your mouth. And just settle in. Feel the gratitude that is surrounding you. And just start to thank yourself for showing up. Wherever you're at, wherever you're feeling, whatever you're experiencing, just applaud yourself for just being here. Showing up just as you are. There's no need to filter. There's no need to feel anything different, experience anything different. Just congratulate yourself for just showing up. And come into this present moment, breathing in and breathing out. And as you arrive, just imagine now that you are gathered in this conscious community that we are creating together. Imagine that you are gathered with every face, every body, every soul that is on this live right now. Start to imagine that we are all gathering together in a beautiful conscious circle, starting to hold hands with one another as we create this chain of unconditional love. Start to anchor in this feeling of unconditional love into your being, into your body. Start to anchor in this deep feeling of healing and community. And just notice how you feel. And start to feel into this support, this community, this love. See how you are here in this moment to be supported, to be held, to be loved, just as you are. And start to visualize and feel the warmth of a crystalline light showering over you, raining over you, into the crown of your head, into the bottom of the soles of your feet, rooting into Mother Earth, grounding you, supporting you, filling up your whole body with light, your whole body with love. And on the next inhale, breathing this unconditional love into your body. And on the exhale, sending this unconditional love out into the circle, out into everyone that's here. Sending them unconditional love, unconditional healing, unconditional support. Receiving love and sending love. Breathe this in and breathe this out. You are loved. You are supported. And set your intention for this life. Call upon any guides that you may have. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. And open up your eyes and come back into this space. Welcome. Hello everyone. Welcome. I'm grateful to be here listening in the background. I'll probably fall asleep. Ooh. Sorry if I don't contribute to messages. That's okay, Dee Dee. So beautiful, everyone. So welcome. So today, you're joining in on a transformative journey as we explore the power of unconditional love and its profound effects on healing and personal growth. In this live event, we will dive into practical tools and insights to help you cultivate unconditional love within yourself, your relationships, your life. We're going to help you to discover and embrace love without conditions. Imagine that, loving without conditionings. And bring you into profound healing and emotional freedom, a deep sense of connection with yourself and others. How does that all sound to you guys? Let me know how that sounds. And please talk to me, please contribute. Don't leave me hanging. I love to hear from you guys. I love to know what's going on. Please provide me with any feedback that you feel. I know that whatever you feel, whatever you think is good and is right, if you resonate with what I'm saying, then great. And if you don't resonate with what I'm saying, great. Take what resonates and throw away what doesn't. Know that whatever you're feeling is perfect, and that if you resonate, that's a good thing. And if it doesn't resonate, that's also a good thing. And I also I also encourage you guys that if something I say triggers you or it kind of nudges you the wrong way, usually that's a message that gives us deeper learning, deeper understanding. So I ask that if it doesn't resonate at first, to just sit with it, explore it, and ask yourself why it may or may not be gelling with you so well. And yeah, so let's get started. So I want to start off with a little bit of intimacy. My grandma, she transcended into non-physical hold on, let me read these comments real quick. He said, sounds good. I was in a meditation trying to tap into my heart. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So my grandma transcended into non-physical in January. I got engaged on January 1st. And then the next day my grandma passed away. A month prior to that, my grandfather actually passed away. So there's been a lot of healing that I've been, working through. My grandma and my grandpa were my divine parents, my divine mother, my divine father. Although they weren't my biological parents, they raised me. And last night, I dreamt of my grandma. I dreamt of her, and I woke up hysterically crying. I woke up completely crying over the pain and the joy that I had in my dream. The dream was an absolutely beautiful dream. My grandma was helping me to plan my wedding and doing everything. And I woke up with this just love, this deep, deep, deep love for my grandma, as well as pain. And I tell you guys this because as a heartbreak coach, any kind of healing, any kind of heartbreak, whether it's from a breakup of a romantic partner, or it's the heartbreak of grieving your grandma who passed away, or it's heartbreak of losing a friend, I want to tell you that the pain that you feel, the sadness that you feel, the anger that you feel, the rage that you feel is good. Our society has told us not to feel our emotions. They have told boys that it's not okay to cry, and they've told women that it's not okay to get angry. And I want to tell you that the amount of your pain that you are feeling right now is an indicator of just how much you love. It's an indicator of just how much you love that person. So do not push it away. It might be uncomfortable to feel the sadness. It might be uncomfortable to feel the anger. But that's an indicator of just how much you love. As Abraham Hicks always says, I love, if you know, are familiar with Abraham Hicks. They say that if someone calls you that you don't know and says, I never want to talk to you again, you would say, okay, then bye, and it wouldn't affect you. But if someone you really loved called you and said, I just want to tell you that I never want to talk to you again, you would feel brokenhearted. You would feel pain. And so that pain is an indicator of the deep love that you have, the deep care that you have. So I want to encourage you guys to embrace it, to feel it, to know it, to love it, to have gratitude through it. So, and beautiful, beautiful Maya. So as I announced, I have a heartbreak healing, a healing heartbreak from breakup course coming out. It's going to be launched today. So stay tuned for that. So let's dive in. So I just want you guys to, starting with that foundation, that whatever you're feeling is good. So let's talk about understanding unconditional love. What does unconditional love mean to you? Put in the chat, what does it mean? Unconditional love is a transformative force in our life. I truly believe to the core of my being, I would literally bet my whole entire life on the knowing that we are love. We've always been love, and we will always be love. You were so loved when you were brought into this world, that you were celebrated before you were even born. You were literally made in love. You literally, your parents made love for you to be born. You were then, some of you were celebrated with maybe a baby shower before you even came. You had a nursery decorated. Your parents celebrated you before you even came. You were then birthed into love. You then were carried for the first year of your life. You couldn't walk. You couldn't yet crawl. You couldn't talk. You were so loved that you were deeply carried. And the way in which I define love, my definition of love, this might not be your definition of love, but my definition of love is being cared for, deep care. And so you were so loved before you were born. You were so loved when you were born, and that you were physically carried through your life existence. There was nothing that you could do. There was nothing that you could say. There was no gift that you could give, no words of affirmation, no physical touch. No, maybe you could give a little physical touch, but there was no service you could provide to be loved. You just were loved, because love is your birthright. Love is your birthright. You are it. It's not only your birthright, but it's who you are. Unconditional love is who you are. And it's only through this life existence that we learned not to love. It's only through this life existence that we learned separation. It's only through this life existence that we learned hatred. Love isn't learned. We don't need to learn love. Yes, I'm teaching you guys today. Yes, I'm coaching you. But I don't actually need to coach you or teach you love. I just have to say, wake up. Wake up to who you are and who you've always been. But I will tell you what is taught. Hatred is taught. Self-hatred is taught. Being mean to each other is taught. But I'm not going to teach you that today because the Lord has taught you that enough. I'm going to gently guide you back to your being, back to who you are. Unconditional love differs from conditional love. And unconditional love is essential for healing and personal growth. Thank you for all of the beautiful comments. I'm going to just dive through, continue to talk, continue to communicate with me. I want to make it through and then I'll come back to the chat. Don't think that I'm neglecting you. So first, we have to heal through unconditional self-love. The truth is, and I know so many of us don't want to hear it, but we can't love anyone fully until we love ourselves. And we definitely can't unconditionally love anybody else if we don't first unconditionally love ourselves. The importance of self-love and acceptance is the first step in our healing journey. Before we can love and have gratitude over someone else, we have to first love and have gratitude to ourselves. We have to be able to love ourselves when we just ate 4 pieces of cheesecake and now we're thinking, oh, that morning workout's really going to have to be harder. You have to be able to eat the 4 pieces of cheesecake and say, well, maybe that wasn't the best choice, but I still love myself because I really enjoyed that cheesecake. You have to be able to love yourself when you just lost your temper at your friend or your parent or your partner and you said hurtful things. You have to be able to say, wow, what I said probably wasn't nice, and I still love myself, and I'm not going to beat myself up for it. You have to choose to unconditionally love yourself, even when you make a mistake, even when you live with something you may regret. Recognizing that whatever you did in the moment, you did from a certain point of consciousness. And now, as you reflect, you're at a higher point of consciousness. Just as you love that 5-year-old you that didn't yet know how to ride a bike and fell off the bike, you don't yell at that 5-year-old you and say, you stupid me, why did you fall off the bike? No, you have compassion for that 5-year-old you that fell off the bike. So the way to come into unconditional love for yourself is to have compassion for yourself along this journey. Have compassion that you are a human in this meat suit and that you are going to fall down and you are going to make mistakes and you are going to say hurtful things. And to love yourself and to accept it and try to be better next time. When you lose your temper with the person that you love, say, I love myself and I'm going to be better and I'm going to practice nonviolent communication and I'm going to strive to find a better way to cope with that situation next time. You can accept and unconditionally love yourself and choose self-growth and choose to be better next time. So cultivate self-compassion and release the self-judgment and embrace your authentic self. Embrace that you are who you are in this moment, and where you are at right now is okay. Have love for the bank account, whether you like it or not. Have love for your health, whether you like it or not. have love for your relationship status, whether you like it or not. You cannot like the amount of money in your bank account, but you can still choose to love yourself, because you know what? Whatever dollar amount is or isn't in there still deserves love. You don't get more money by bashing the amount of money that you have in the bank account. You receive more money by having gratitude for the amount of money you have in the bank account to allow the energy of more abundance to come in. You don't receive a partner by bashing the partners that you do have, the friends that you do have, the family that you do have, the ex-partners that you do have. You don't receive a new partner by bashing it. You receive a new partner by being grateful for the people in your life that you have right now. You don't get healthier by saying, screw this cancer or screw this sickness, or right now I'm experiencing allergies. I'm not going to get better by saying, you keep running and you keep having to be blown and my eyes feel tension and my body feels weak. No, that's not how I get better. I get better right now by saying, thank you, body, for working so hard. Thank you for having an immune system. Thank you for all the snot that's dripping down my nose throughout the past couple of days that has shown me that, wow, I have a body that works for me. You have self-compassion. You have gratitude. Have self-love. And once, is this resonating? Let me know if this is resonating. Let me know if this is helping. And once you get to the place of unconditional love for yourself, not making it conditional, you don't only love yourself when you look in the mirror and you're like, ooh, damn, I'm fine. I love me today. But you don't love yourself when you wake up and you have acne and you don't put makeup on and you're 10 pounds over and say, ooh, I don't love you today. No, you love yourself whether you like what you see in the mirror or you don't like it, what you see in the mirror. And the beautiful thing is, if you don't like what you see in the mirror, you can say, I love you, and let's get this body in shape. I love you so much I'm going to eat better. I love you so much I'm going to exercise you. I love you so much that I'm going to care about my health. Come from that state. Beautiful. I'm going to... I'll read through the comments. I'll take a little pause from it. Unconditional love is knowing I'll still be loved and supported even when I'm at my worst. Yes, it's sincere interest and well-being and happiness of mother without expecting something in return. Yes, and honestly, that is the vibration of unconditional love. It's the unconditional love of the mother. Yes, Natalia, we deserve love. Oh, unconditional love has to be from a state of awareness. We have so many conditional blocks, but loving unconditionally is accepting without judgments. Yes. So what's the balance between being grateful for what you have and settling for something that's not right for you? Yeah, so being grateful for what you have is not settling. That's the limiting belief that you need to let go of. You can be grateful for where you're at and still strive to be better. You can look in the mirror and say, I'm grateful I have a body. I'm grateful that I have a heart that's beating in my chest. I'm grateful that I have lungs. I'm grateful for my organs. I'm grateful for my skin. I'm grateful for my digestive system. And I'm grateful for the weight that has kept me safe. And I want to be better. And I want to get a better body. And I want to have greater health. It's I am grateful and, not I am grateful but. It's I am grateful and I want to be better. It's I am grateful and I'm moving forward. Does that help? This is helpful. Thank you. Showing gratitude for the now helps. I desire to be present. Yeah, because you don't get anywhere. If you keep bashing your body, think about it like this, okay? Let's say that you're in a partnership, right? You're in a partnership and I'm looking at you, okay? And you're my partner, Natalie. And I'm saying, I hate your body and your body's not good, and why aren't you in better shape, and why are you eating 3 cheesecakes right now, and you should be going for a run right now, and I don't like how you just sit around all day and you don't do anything, and you would be abusive. The word would be like, why are you abusing your partner right now? Yet so often we talk that way to ourselves. So often we say, hey, why aren't you better to ourselves? Now, what if I said it like this? Partner, I love you. And do you think that maybe we together can help you to get into better shape? What do I need to do, partner, to help you to want to work out? Here's the studies that say that if you do this, this will improve. What can I do to help you eat better? Approaching it from that point of view. Treat yourself as you would treat another partner. Finding gratitude despite the sorrows or sickness. Yes, I have COVID currently, but reminding this heart and body works for me, and I'm here and listening in community despite that irritation. Yes, have gratitude for the COVID, because the COVID is literally it's awakening you to a different frequency, a different vibration. It's taking you away from the version of yourself that you used to be, and it's changing the atoms and the molecules and the cells of your being, and it's upgrading you to a new frequency. That's what this COVID and all sickness is. It's an upgrade. So thank the COVID. Be like, thank you, COVID. Thank you, sickness. Thank you. Because when you know what you don't want, you know more clearly what you do want. Beautiful. Moving on. Okay, so that's self-love. So now, once we have the self-love, we can start to nurture the unconditional love in relationships. So, unconditional love for yourself would then flow into the unconditional love in your relationships. When you can say, I love myself, no matter if I eat the 3 pieces of cheesecake or not, leads to, I can love you, partner, even when I'm not so happy with you. When you are in unconditional love for yourself, that overflows into more unconditional love for your partner. And let me tell you something. Love is unconditional, but someone's presence in your reality is conditional if it interferes with your own sense of self-love. I'm going to repeat that again. Love is always unconditional, but someone's presence in your reality is conditional if it interferes with your sense of self-love. So what I mean by this is you can love someone and choose to walk away. You can love someone and choose that you're not going to put up with whatever you're experiencing. The love does not go away. Love never goes away. If you say, I don't love that person, or I stopped loving that person, or I never did love that person, what you're really saying is, I'm cutting myself off from love. I'm not feeling my own sense of self-love, because we can't give love that we don't have. You never stop loving anyone. It just changes into a different state. What once was, think about basic chemistry, what once was a solid then becomes a liquid, and then it becomes a gas. So think about an ice cube. Think about when you have a love and you just meet and it's solid and it's there and you want to spend every moment with them and you can't take your hands off them and you want to spend every date with them. Your love is solid. And then over time, when I would say I'm in the liquid phase of my love with my fiance, is my love is still there, but I'm not afraid to leave the house and hang out with my girlfriends. I can come back home and I can go and have my own self-sovereignty. It flows like a river. And then sometimes the love that you have evaporates. It's still there. The energy is still there. It becomes a gas form that comes in the song that plays on the radio that reminds you of them. Well, I would say my love for my grandma right now is a gas form. I'm not thinking about my grandma all day long. I love her, right? But I was reminded of my grandma through the dream that I had last night. My love for her is like a gas. It comes and it goes like wind. And so unconditional love is saying, I'm going to love you no matter if we're together or we're not together. I'm going to love you if you treat me well or if you treat me wrong. And I'm going to love myself even more than I love you. So if you treat me in a way that I don't want to be treated, I'm still going to love you, babe, but I'm going to walk away. I'm going to walk away from this relationship for my own sense of self-love, because I have more love for myself than to stay in a relationship with someone that hits me or someone that's mean to me. Love is unconditional, but someone's presence in your reality is conditional. And you don't stop loving someone just because you go through a breakup. You don't stop loving someone just because someone dies. Love is unconditional. So tools and strategies to cultivate more of this unconditional love is communication. Communication. Practicing nonviolent communication. If you're not familiar with nonviolent communication, I'll summarize it really quick. What do I observe? What do I feel? What do I need? And then making the request. So, for example, let's say that your partner isn't cleaning the house and you're getting ticked off. You could scream and say something along the lines of, you never clean up the house and I'm so sick of doing this and I don't feel seen and you're always just laying around the house and you don't clean up anything and I'm just so annoyed with you and I don't know if I want this relationship. Or you could use nonviolent communication by first noticing what you observe. This is our first internal. Then stating or noticing what do you feel. Then noticing what you need. And then putting it together in a request. So making it sound like this. Honey, I observe that the house is a mess. And I'm observing that you'd rather spend more time playing your guitar than helping me around the house. And I feel unseen. I feel unheard. I feel unloved. And what I need is for you to help me around the house, or tell me you can't help me around the house. Can you help me around the house? Isn't that a more unconditionally loving way of being? I'll give you an example. Last night, hold on one second. Last night, my fiance, we have a beautiful relationship. And with us having a beautiful relationship, that doesn't mean that we don't have communication that constantly needs to come up. So last night, I'm making this course. I told you guys, Heal Heartbreak, Find Love. It's designed for helping people to heal their heartbreak. And my fiance has been helping me with it, with all of the audio, to make sure the audio sounds good, there's no bangs and ticks, and he's been helping with it. And so before I went to yoga yesterday, I asked my fiance, I said, hey, well, I'm at yoga, and while I go to the farmer's market, would you mind listening to these audios so I can finish it and get it put on Insight Timer for tomorrow? And my fiance said, yes, I'll get it done. It'll be done when you get home. And I said, great. I was out of the house for 2 hours. I came back from, the farmer's market and yoga, and he's upstairs playing the guitar. And I kissed him and all this. And I said, hey, did you finish, the audio? And he's like, oh, no, I didn't do it. I was playing with the guitar. And I was like, oh, okay, would you mind, getting that done right now? While I cook dinner for us. So I can, I repeated myself, so I can get it launched tomorrow. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go upstairs right now. I'm going to work on it right now. I'm going upstairs. And I'm like, okay, great. So I'm making dinner, and I get done making dinner, or I'm making dinner, and I hear him playing his guitar. And I'm like, wait a second, you can't play a guitar when you're listening to my audio. I'm thinking this in my head. So I go upstairs, and he's playing his guitar, and he just gives me this big, huge smile while he's playing his guitar. And I said, wow, you really finished, all 4 of those audios quickly. And he said, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I got so sidetracked with the guitar, I forgot to listen to them again. At this point, guys, I'll be honest, I was a little bit frustrated, okay? Because I was like, it's literally been 5 hours now. This should have been done by now. And so he said, are you mad? And I used this nonviolent communication. And I said, what I observe is that you rather play your guitar than to help me with my course. And you're always telling me how you want my abundance, and you're always telling me about how you believe in what I'm doing, and you always tell me that, you know, you want me to really make it. And what I feel is that your guitar is more important than my success. And what I need from you is for you to either do what you say you're going to do, or say, I can't or I don't want to do this, so that I don't expect you to do it, so that I can do it myself. So can you, next time, if you don't want to do something, can you just say, hey, I don't want to do this, or I can't do this? Or can you say, I'm going to do this, and then do it? And he said, yes, absolutely. From this point on, if I don't want to do something, I will just say I don't want to do it, and it will be good. Now he's finishing up on all of my audios. Well, I'm doing this. So I'm telling you guys this story. I'm giving you guys this example of how I used nonviolent communication literally in my relationship last night, and how you can still have these big conversations in a state of unconditional love. Is that helpful? And it will be launched today. How do I know if it's my unrealistic expectations and codependency patterns that are triggering and need healing, or a partner isn't valuing me? Narcissistic. Our partners are always a reflection of ourselves. When we do the work on ourselves, when we do the work on our expectations and our codependencies, then we're always going to have a partner that's going to match us vibrationally. The empath and the narcissist have the same feeling, they're just having a different response. Both the empath and the narcissist are both feeling maybe unloved or unwanted, or I'm making something up right now. They're having the same feeling, but one is choosing self and one is choosing others. So this pattern of empathy, of empath versus narcissist, is a tool, it's a strategy that one learned as a child. So for example, let's give the example of mommy and daddy were fighting, mommy and daddy were screaming and yelling at each other growing up. One person developed the pattern of, oh, I gotta open my eyes, I gotta see what's going on, I have to make sure mommy and daddy are getting along, I have to make sure that they're not going to fight, I have to really care about my outer environment. And that person became the empath. The other person, when mommy and daddy were fighting, said, oh my God, I can't see this right now. I need to protect myself because mommy and daddy are fighting, and I need to feed myself, and I need to go to the bathroom right now. And mommy and daddy obviously can't feed me, so I have to feed myself, and I can't look at them, and I can't see them, and I just have to care about myself because I have to get my needs met. That person is what society calls the narcissist. The narcissist and the empath both became the way that they were because both mommy and daddy were fighting. Does that make sense? So when you do the work on yourself, your partner is going to reflect. Whatever you're fighting about, you feel the same thing. Beautiful. And this is what I do, Natalie. So if you're resonating with what I'm talking about, reach out to me. I have 2 coaching memberships available. I think I have 3 one-on-one coaching sessions available next week, and I would be happy to help you and empower you. Or anyone who is resonating with this. It's what I do. Okay, I'm going to go really fast, but not too fast. I have 2 more points I want to mention. So once we get to this point of unconditional love, we want, and we've talked about this a little bit, is transcending our limiting beliefs and our emotional blockages. Thank you for all the love. So unconditional love can help us transcend our limiting beliefs. It can help us to heal our emotional wounds. It can help us to release ourselves from past trauma. So an example of this is, what's an example of this? Is like, okay, let's use the example that I just gave of mommy and daddy are fighting. Maybe as an adult, you're triggered and you have this limiting belief that still to this day, even in your 30s, mommy and daddy are still fighting. They won't leave each other. They can't get along. I don't want to be around them. And now it's literally manifested into your relationships, because now you have relationships where you're constantly fighting with your partner, and you can't stop this pattern of, can I just have some peace around me? So now you're even more angry at your mom and dad because your relationship is failing, because you can't stop fighting with your partner, and you're conscious enough to know that you can't stop fighting with your partner because your mom and dad couldn't stop fighting, and you never learned resolution. You never learned nonviolent communication, so now you don't know how to not fight with your partner. If you come from a place of stepping back and recognizing, I'm going to love myself even when I'm fighting with my partner. I'm going to love myself even when I get triggered. I'm going to love myself no matter what. It then translates to, partner, I'm going to love you even when we're fighting. I might not be happy with you, but I'm going to love you no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how you act. I'm still going to love you. I might not be happy with you. That will then translate into the healing of your parents. So you can then have love and empathy for your parents, for them always fighting, recognizing that just as you right now fighting with your partner is doing the best that you can, your parents were doing the best that they could when they were fighting. And then you can have more compassion. You can have more unconditional love. It can help you to healing that mommy wound, healing that daddy wound, which will then help you to heal this relationship right now. It doesn't matter if you start from the ancestral wound, not womb, yeah, but literally womb. If you start from the ancestral wound and then translate it into the self-healing now, or if you move from the self-healing to then heal the ancestral wound, it doesn't matter which way you start the river. So transcending through unconditional love can help you to heal. Practice forgiveness and gratitude and mindfulness will help your healing. Having gratitude, just like you said, Heather, having gratitude for this COVID, I promise, is going to help you heal the COVID faster. Because your body is working really hard for your aliveness. Your body loves you so much unconditionally that it's going to fight, and it's going to help you no matter what. It's going to fight for your immunity. Have gratitude. Forgive your parents and recognize that they did the best they could with the consciousness that they had. Let me say that again. Your parents did the best they could with the consciousness that they have. I grew up in a very traumatic childhood, and I'm so beyond, so grateful for all of the trauma that I experienced as a child. I'm so grateful for my father being a drug addict and my mother being an alcoholic and me being taken away time and time again. Because without all of that trauma, I wouldn't know how to teach you guys how to overcome your traumas. I wouldn't have the skills and the tools and the empathy and the sympathy to help others. If I didn't experience what I experienced, I wouldn't know what it feels like, and I wouldn't be able to help people. My past traumas made me who I am today. And so I'm grateful for them. And because of that, I can forgive my parents. And I can recognize that my parents' consciousness of being on drugs, of drinking alcohol, that was a certain level of consciousness. And they did the best that they could. That alcohol, that drug, was the only tool that they knew to overcome their traumas and their pains from their childhood. And now me, you know what my drug addiction is? Meditation. my drug of choice is I say, I need to go meditate right now. Oh, I need to go pound a pillow right now. Oh, I need to channel this in another way. It's just another tool. There's no difference between my meditation and my father's drug addiction. Because the truth is, they're both a coping mechanism. And I can almost promise you that my father with his drugs is probably getting to the same state of being that I'm getting to when I meditate. I could take a drug to get to that high consciousness. Because I'll tell you, when my dad was on drugs, my dad wasn't on drugs hurting people. My dad was on drugs laughing. My dad was on drugs smiling. It was when he got off the drugs and the come down that things got negative. Now, when I go into meditation, I'm seeing colors and I'm seeing shapes and I'm having this psychedelic experience without taking any psychedelics. Me and my father are looking for the same exact thing. We just have two different ways of getting there. He gets there through drugs. I get there through closing my eyes and breathing and connecting with Source. When I come at it from that unconditional love that says, Father, I'm going to love you no matter what, because we're not that different. It heals you. You can forgive people, and it heals them. Last point, and then I'm going to open this up to question and answer, is embrace love in your every single day life. Every day, cultivate routines of love. This can look like you literally going for a hike and you noticing the beauty of the trees, the leaves, the grass underneath your feet. It might be really, really hard for you to unconditionally love that neighbor that keeps blaring their stereo and yelling and blah, 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 making something up right now. It might be really hard to love that neighbor. But you can go and admire that beautiful sunflower on that hike and say, wow, I really love you unconditionally. Wow, you're really beautiful. And from that place of admiring the unconditional love for that sunflower, you can transmute that energy into your neighbor to unconditionally love them. You don't yell at the flower because it's missing a petal. You still think, wow, you're so beautiful, sunflower. But we get mad at our neighbor when they're missing a petal, when they're not perfect, when they make a mistake. So embrace unconditional love in every single day of life. Look at what in your life can you love. Can you love the water that you're drinking? I'm going to take a drink of water now. Can you love the experience that you're having? There's a ripple effect of unconditional love, and it can positively impact your community and world. No one has ever said, I don't want to be around that person because they unconditionally love. No. People say, I want to be around that person because when I am with them, I feel so loved. I feel so seen. I feel so wanted. I feel so cherished. And when that person makes me feel so loved, I feel loved, and then I ripple love out into the world. Everyone has someone in their life where you love hanging out with them, and then you have another friend where you just dread hanging out with them. Because you know every time you hang out with them, they're going to complain about their wallets, and they're going to complain about their children, and they're going to complain that their grass isn't clean enough. Life ripples. So the question is, are you going to ripple out unconditional love, or are you going to ripple out unconditional fear and pain? Who do you want to be? At the end of your life, I want everyone to just take a moment and close your eyes for just a moment. And I want you to imagine that it's the end of your life. I want you to imagine that you've transcended into non-physical. and that you're watching all of the people that you loved, that you're watching your own funeral. And everyone is talking about the life that they had with you, what they experienced from you, who they saw you as. Who do you want to be? What do you want people to say about you at the end of your life? What do you want people to say about you at the end of your life? Become that. You can open up your eyes now. Become that. Become the person that you want people to say. I actually have affirmations in my phone. I actually shut it off recently. But at the end of my life, I want to be known as the woman who really loved. At the end of my life, I want to be known as that person that when you're around me, you can't help but feel loved. I want people to say that I was magical. I want people to say that I connected them back to their soul. I want people to say that I helped them to heal. And so, because of that, I'm going to be that every day. Every single day of my life, I am going to be someone that's loving. Every single day, I'm going to be someone that's magical. And sometimes that might mean that I look like I'm a little woo-woo girl. I look like I'm some hippie, woo-woo person, witch. And that's okay. But if I'm healing people, if I'm helping people, if I'm encouraging people, then I did my job. So, beautiful. So, that's all I have for you. What questions do you have before we go into the meditation? Let's take about 5 minutes to do questions. Jenna, so true. This girl is teaching us how to transcend pain. You're a beautiful person. Thank you. Very difficult practice, but so true. I say to myself, if you or they would have known better, they would have done better. But new traumas reopen old traumas. And it's really hard, difficult to transcend. Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. The new trauma that you're experiencing is not actually a new trauma. It's the same trauma. It just has a different dress on. It's just wearing a different outfit. Your partner, you can do one of two things. You can either go to therapy for 40 years, or you can just get married. Because your partner, your most intimate partner, is going to love you, and they're going to trigger all of your wounds. What I didn't say is, in that example that I gave you about my thing with my father last night, with my partner last night, about him not doing the meditations. What I told him was that he triggered my daddy wound. I said that as we sat down for dinner. I said, what you did was you triggered my daddy wound. Because my dad, I love my father, but my father has a shadow aspect where he wants to do everything and he wants to help. That's not the shadow, that's the light part. My father wants to do it all. He wants to help. And he will say he's going to do something because he genuinely wants to, and then he doesn't do it. And that's probably my greatest wound with my father. And so my partner triggered that wound last night. And because I was conscious that wound that was not actually from my fiance, but that wound was something that he's playing out. My fiance last night, I can tell you that actually is not in my fiance's character. My fiance's character follows through, always, literally, always. And so last night, when my fiance didn't follow through, I knew that wasn't his character. And I started playing private detective because I was conscious of it. And I thought, where did this character aspect come from? And I thought, it came from my father. And so I located it. I dissected it. Just like if you go to, I'm going to give you an analogy. If you go to the doctors and the doctor says, you have cancer, you're not going to scream at the doctor and say, you gave me cancer. How could you give me cancer? You can't give me cancer, blah, 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 and tell them off. the doctor, we all know logically, the doctor didn't give us cancer. The doctor identified the cancer and showed us that we had cancer. And then the doctor says, hey, I can help you to heal this. I can help you. Or you can go to another doctor and that doctor can help you heal it. I'm just showing you. It's the same thing with our partners. Our partners are just the doctor that is saying, you have this daddy cancer. You have this daddy wound. Hey, I can help you heal this. Or you can tell me to go screw myself. And you can go find another character that's going to help you heal this. So, are you going to scream at the doctor? Or are you going to say, thank you, doctor, for diagnosing me? Can you help me to overcome this sickness? Can you help me to overcome this wound? Can you help me to dissect this and remove this tumor from me? And the truth is, all cancer is actually just trauma. Yeah. How do we talk to our partners about this in a mature way? What exactly, talk to your partner about what specifically, Natalie? About the trigger? About my triggers and wanting his support to heal. Yeah. So saying it like this. Like last night I said, I practice nonviolent communication. What do you observe? What do you feel? What do you need in making the request? So saying something along the lines of, I am noticing and I'm consciously aware that I'm being triggered right now by your actions. And I may or may not know where this is coming from. Maybe you know that they're exhibiting a character that's like your father's, like I did yesterday, and you say, your character was just like my father's, and it triggered me. Or maybe you don't know, and you just say, I'm feeling really triggered right now by you not following through with your words, and I'm feeling hurt, and I need a little bit of support right now. Don't point the finger and accuse them of anything. Make it about yourself. Be selfish in that moment and saying, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm experiencing. Can you help me to dissect why I might be feeling this way? Why I might be triggered right now? Why I'm experiencing this right now? Or can you just hold me? Or simply just saying, this is where I'm at right now. I just want you to be aware that this is where I'm at right now. If you have a specific example that you want to put in the chat, I can more specifically coach you on how to ask for their support on that trigger. Does that help? Any other questions before we meditate? And thank you guys all for joining today. I'm so grateful, truly. This is my greatest passion. This is my greatest desire. It's what I love doing. I do this because I love it. And I am the type of person that I will not do something that I don't love. I don't have it in me. I do things because I want to do them, not because I have to do them. One of my core values is freedom, and I truly believe in doing what you feel you want to do. So thank you guys for allowing me to guide you and teach you, and I welcome all feedback. All feedback is good feedback. It helps me to grow, it helps me to evolve, it helps me to expand. Thank you for allowing me to love you. I hope that you feel loved. If you're not yet following me, please make sure to do so. Okay, so, thank you, Elka, for that donation. Thank you. Thank you so much. I still have more value and worth to give you guys, so don't go away just yet. Okay, so he didn't follow through on something that he said he would. We have a I'm needy, and he has a fear of overcoming and giving up his freedom. Yeah. I didn't handle it well. I felt so hurt and got angry and questioned our relationship. I told him we needed space when it wasn't what I needed, and he immediately agreed we needed space. Yeah. Now, after reflecting, I realized it was a triggers and trauma. Yeah. So the way in which I would approach it is just saying what you just told me, of saying, hey, I felt triggered the other day because you said, let me reread. You said he didn't follow through on something that he said he would. We have enmity and he has a fear of overcoming and giving freedom. I didn't handle it well. I felt so hurt and got angry and questioned. But I'm scared he won't be able to help me how I need. Yeah, so it's that feel that he won't be able to help you that is actually causing the separation. So what I'm hearing right now, Natalie, is that whether you actually wanted the space or you didn't want the space, you actually need the space. The space in between the words create the sentences that create your love story. So often, we are scared to take space from our partner. But just like we all love reading a good love story, we can't read a love story if there's no spaces between the words. The space is needed to write the story. So the space that you guys are taking is a space to come deeper into yourself, to come deeper into your own sovereignty, so that you can then come into synergy. So you being needy and him wanting freedom, essentially, you guys actually want the same thing, but like I said, you're wearing a different clothing. You both have trauma, you both have fear, and you're reacting in a different way. You are reacting in a place of, I need you to stay close to me because I need you to keep me safe. And he's reacting in a place of, I need to protect my sovereignty to keep me safe. You both are fighting for safety. And so my encouragement for you is for you to present it to him in a way of, I recognize, I observe that we both have our own fears. I recognize that we both probably have our own traumas. And I have all of my traumas. And I realized that the other day I was triggered by you. And I want to thank you for triggering me, because in triggering me, it's helping me to dive deeper into my own sovereignty, my own soul, to reflect, to become better, to heal, so that I'm no longer injuring you. Are you willing to have a conversation? I'm sorry for any pain that I caused you. You both want the same thing. You guys are just using two different ways. And just because someone chooses self doesn't mean that they're a narcissist. Society has labeled us that. But it's just a way of him keeping himself safe. Just like you're trying to keep yourself safe. Always start with I love you. I love you. And I got triggered. And I realized that you just were triggering this wound within me. Can you help me to heal this wound? Can you help me to heal this not following through? And really start to play private detective, Natalie, of where in your life, in your childhood, did people not follow through? Was it a wound with your mom? Was it a wound with your dad? Where does that originate? Because your partner is only playing a character to help you to heal. In a partnership, you're constantly switching roles between the lover, the parent, and the child. Every single part, and this will go on, I'm putting this on YouTube after, so this will be on YouTube after. Every single relationship plays the you are my lover, you are my child, and my parent dynamic at some point. Sometimes my fiance is my fiance. Sometimes he's my lover. We have the most amazing orgasmic experiences together, and he's really my beloved. And other times, I become the child, and he has to play out the daddy role, like he did yesterday, and he puts on the daddy hat, right? Or sometimes he'll put on the mommy hat, and he'll nurture me. And sometimes the roles will switch. Sometimes I play the mother role, and sometimes I play the father role, and sometimes we are constantly switching. And this is why intimate relationships are so life-altering, because our partners are constantly, think about it as this psychedelic experience where they're constantly changing faces, playing the different characters of your life. Playing the character of your father, playing the character of your best friend, playing the character of your first love, playing the character of your grandma. This morning, I told you guys, and I'm going to end it here. This morning, I woke up hysterically crying. Hysterically crying. Because I dreamt of my grandma. It was a beautiful dream. If you missed it at the beginning, my grandma passed away in January, and I dreamt of my grandma last night. And I woke up crying because I love my grandma and I miss my grandma. And my fiance came in and he hugged me and kissed me. And I said to him, I asked him to play shaman, because we're always playing shaman. And I said, I need you to be my grandma right now. I need you to hold me. And I need you to rock me in your arms. And I need you to sing Pizza Pizza Tata to me. And he's like, what is Pizza Pizza Tata? I said, it doesn't matter. Just say Pizza Pizza Tata. And he's like, okay. And I literally, he put his arms out like this. And I got in his arms. And I said, and he just rocked me. And he went, Pizza Pizza Tata, Pizza Pizza Tata. And he became my grandmother. I smelled my grandmother. I literally could see my grandmother. And he healed that part of me, that little girl in me. No matter how old I am, I'm a grown adult now, but there's still a little girl inside me that needs her grandma. And he played that. And I still cried, and I still feel my grandma. But this is the beauty in romantic relationships, is that in one moment, my fiance can play the role of my father and trigger me with not keeping his word. And in another moment, my fiance can play the role of my grandma, and he can sing to me in Italian and rock me and love me unconditionally and give me that unconditional love. Because the truth is, both are unconditional love. The trigger, the anger, the sadness, the bitterness, and the compassion and the kindness and the joy are both unconditional love. They're just wearing two different outfits. White and dark are the same in different degrees. Hot and cold are the same in different degrees. It's all perspective. Someone in Florida may think, someone who's visiting Florida might think is really hot. Someone living in Florida may think is really cold. It's all perspective. And then everyone's love story and everyone's story of their life, you're either the hero or the villain. It's all about perspective. Super loving and supportive. Thank you for bringing this forward. I do this on my own self, hugs and experience, but it could definitely help with my safe partner. Excellent advice. Beautiful, guys. So I love you guys. We are an hour and 14 minutes in. I overgave because I love to overgive. If you guys need any support, any one-on-one coaching, that's what I do. Feel free to check out the link in my description. Go to my website, jennarosejanetti.com. Check me on Instagram, jennarosejanetti. That's the best way for you to keep in touch with me. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching to heal these wounds, these triggers, to come into deeper unconditional love, to connect back to your spirit, and to find home within, then reach out to me. I would love and I would be honored to see if we are a match for a one-on-one coaching relationship. I have only 2 spots available for coaching memberships, 3 months and longer, and I do a minimum 3 months because I'm really big on relationships. If you can't tell, I like building a relationship. I can get a full spectrum of you in 3 months or longer to help you to heal, to overcome these blockages. And all of my coaching is goal and intention oriented. So come with a goal, come with a desire, and I promise to get you there, or money back guarantee. I always give money back guarantee. I've never had to give money back because I'm confident in my coaching. So if you're interested in that, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Reach out to me. And like I said, my course, I'm going to upload it today, and I'm really excited about it. Heal, Heartbreak, Make Love for you, Natalie, or anyone that's going through a heartbreak. I recommend anyone that's going through a heartbreak. I have a meditation here on Insight Timer for healing heartbreak. It's my #1 meditation here on Insight Timer, and I'm also in the midst of improving that audio. All right, guys, so thank you for joining. Yay! I'm going to invite us into a meditation right now. So I'm going to put on some music, and I record all of my meditations. So I will do a little bit of an introduction at the beginning and a little bit of a conclusion at the end. Do not leave at the end of the meditation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And here we go. Thank you guys for everything today. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you unconditionally. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to today's Unconditional Love Meditation. In today's meditation, I'm going to help you to anchor in the unconditional love that you are, to awaken you to it, to remind you of it. When you are ready, closing down your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose. Take a deep breath out through your mouth. Taking another deep breath. And out. Let go of anything that came before this moment. Let go of anything that will happen after this moment. Let it all go. And come into the present moment of unconditional love. Breathing into unconditional love. And breathing out unconditional love. Creating this constant cycle of receiving unconditional love and exhaling and giving unconditional love to the world. And setting your intention of cultivating unconditional love and transformation. You may start to call upon any guides, any angels, any ancestors, any past version of yourself, future version of yourself, asking for them to hold you in the unconditional love of Source, the unconditional love of light during this meditation. Unconditional love. breathing out unconditional love. And start to imagine now, visualizing in your third eye, your pineal gland, the spot right between your brows. See a beautiful crystalline light. Imagine that this light is Source, is God, universal truth, higher intelligence, Allah, Christ, future you, whatever you identify with unconditional love. Channeling into this light the representation of what you consider the ultimate unconditional love. And breathe this light in, welcoming it into your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul. And breathe it out. And allow this light to activate in every atom, every cell, every molecule, every fiber of your being. Unconditional love. Allow this light to transmute, awaken you into the vibration of unconditional love. And feel this transmission, this activation pouring down into the crown of your head, into your mind and your brain. Feeling the unconditional love of Source, of Spirit, of Soul, of Higher Self, of God, of Allah, of whatever you associate with unconditional love, loving you so much that it's pouring down into you, onto you, within you. And feel this love pouring down into your human mind, into all of your human thoughts. Radiating thoughts of unconditional love to yourself, unconditional love to the world. Allow this light to pour down into your beautiful face, activating and awakening the unconditional beauty, the unconditional love of the attractiveness of the being which is you. Flowing this love into your eyes, recognizing that you are so loved that you get to see. Feeling this love into your nose, that you are so loved that you get to smell. Feeling this light and this love flowing into your ears, that you are so loved that you get to hear. Feeling this light pouring down into your mouth and your tongue and your throat, knowing that you are so loved that you get to taste. Feeling this light pouring down into your skin, knowing that you are so loved that you get to feel. Feeling this light pouring down into your throat, knowing that you are so loved that you get to speak. and activating now words of love, words of kindness, spells of goodness. For every tone, every vibration, every word that you speak is a spell that you are casting, that is manifesting into your life existence. Activate now spells of kindness, spells of unconditional love. And feeling this light of love moving down into your shoulders, into your arms and your hands. Activating the unconditional love to support yourself and others. Feeling this love pouring into your heart, opening and expanding into your heart, healing away any heartbreak, healing away any pain, and healing away any trauma that you are experiencing. Healing deeply. And recognizing that you are so loved, that you are alive. Your heart has been beating since you were in the womb of your mother. No matter how many times you have said words of "my heart is broken," your heart has never been broken, always beating at the rhythm of your aliveness. Feel how loved you are. Feeling this love pouring down through your back and your belly. Activating the unconditional love. Your ability to trust your gut. To trust your gut instincts. Giving love back to this area that you may have had unkind words to, unkind thoughts. Give it unconditional love now. And feel this light moving down into your pelvis, into your yoni, your lingam, into your beautiful sexual organs. Feeling how loved you are, that you were created into this world. You were manifested into this world in the seed and the egg of your mother. Feel how unconditionally loved you are, that you were created and made in the moment of lovemaking. Feel the unconditional love now taking back your own self-love, your own self-pleasure, your own ability to give and make love onto this world. Feeling this love moving down through your root, deep into the core of Mama Gaia, Mama Pachamama, Mother Earth herself. The embodiment of unconditional love is the love of our earth, the love of Mother Earth, supporting us, holding us, protecting us, nurturing us. Give this unconditional love, this light back to Mama Earth. Thank you. And pouring this light into your legs, into your feet, lighting up the unconditional love in every atom, every molecule, every cell of your being, to walk the path now of unconditional love. That every step that you take will be a step of unconditional love. And rest in this moment, cultivating and feeling this unconditional love as you inhale, breathing in the unconditional love from Source, from Mother Earth, into your heart. And on the exhale, sending out love, giving love back to the earth, the people, all of creation. Inhaling love from the crown of your head and from the earth underneath you, holding it and cultivating it into your heart, and then exhaling it out into the earth, giving love back. And continuing this now in your heart. Breathing love in and breathing love out, activating every cell, every atom, every molecule, every fiber of your being into unconditional love. And then exhaling this love that you've cultivated into yourself out into the world. Start to live in this vibration of true unconditional love, healing every aspect of your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. As you heal through unconditional love, you heal the world as well, transforming and awakening. Breathe it in, breathe it out. And start to come back into your earthly body now, recognizing that you are first and foremost a soul, a spirit. You are not your body. You are not your name. You are not your human. Yet you are here for a temporary time and space, having a temporary human experience as a soul that was meant to come to anchor this unconditional love into this planet, to awaken and to remember that you are here to remember and awaken back into unconditional love. Wake up, wake up, wake up now. And allow yourself to stay awake, falling asleep as you need, but waking back up to remember who you are, who you've always been, and who you will always be. Starting to notice what can you feel, what can you taste, what can you smell? What can you heal? And finally, when you're ready, open up your eyes and notice what you can see. Welcome back, beautiful love light. Welcome back to higher love. Welcome back. Thank you so much for for joining me today in this unconditional love meditation. Please let me know in the comments what you thought, what you experienced, what you felt. All feedback is good feedback, for it helps me to improve and to grow and to become better. So I welcome all feedback. If you're not yet following me, please make sure to do so. If you received value and worth out of today's meditation, then feel free to leave a donation of gratitude to show the value that I put in and the worth that you received. I thank you for joining today. Let's place our hands in front of our heart, bowing down with me. Namaste. For my soul recognizes your soul, that we are one soul in many bodies. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Alright guys, so we are back. Give me 1 minute. I'm just saving this meditation. I record all of my meditations and eventually they'll go back on the dashboard. So I have a lot of meditations I still need to get through because I've been working really hard on this course. So and hello, yes, this will be on my profile eventually. Hopefully I will get to it soon. If not, this will instantly go on YouTube at the end. When I get done with the live today, I will post all of this onto YouTube, so it will be there. Yay! Beautiful. Okay, well, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to post the course today. Hopefully my beautiful fiance finished off my audio so I can put it on Insight Timer. I've been working, let me tell you guys, I have been working so hard on this course. Like, it has been, if you guys have been following me and listening to me, I've been talking about this course for, I think, months. Like, I don't even know when I started this course, but I literally, like, put so much into this to make it, like, actual professional. And I have this bad habit when I'm recording, if you guys have heard, where I hit my desk. And so a lot of times, like, the meditations and the courses will, like, have those clicks. So I've been, like, me and my fiance have both been working super hard on this. But anyways, guys, thank you for joining today. Today was a long live. Sorry that it was so long, but I hope that you guys got value out of it today. I hope it was worth your time and you got something from it. I really appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate all of the conversation and the communication. If I can help you guys or serve you guys in any way, please reach out to me. I do have a group here on Insight Timer you guys can join. It is called Higher Love Jenna Rose Giannetti. I really want to get this party started in the chat. It's been a little bit dead with talking and stuff, but Higher Love Jenna Rose Giannetti, join that group. Let's talk, let's communicate. Words are so hard sometimes. Feel free to message me. Please feel free to find me. Look at my website if you're interested in one-on-one coaching. I would love nothing more than to serve you, to help you, to heal you guys. Beautiful. So thank you, and thank you for the donations, everyone. Thank you. It really helps me to know that the value that I'm putting out is coming back and that this is valuable and it is worth you guys' time. So thank you for that. I really do see it with all of the comments and all of that as well. So last thing I want to state is if you have any topics that you guys would love for me to talk about here on lives, on meditations, courses, put it in the chat. Message me. I tailor everything to you guys and what you need. So tell me, what do you need? Where are you struggling? Where do you need help? How can I serve you? Tell me. I can't serve you if I don't know how to serve you. You got to ask the question, and I will tailor a live to you guys. So thank you. Let's close down this circle, but never close down the love. So close down your eyes for one more second. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And imagine all 68 people that have joined our circle. Imagine that we're all holding hands, anchoring this love, this unconditional love. Breathe into the unconditional love that you are. And then breathe out and send every single person, all 68 of us that are gathered here on Insight Timer, and all people that will watch this live later on YouTube, all unconditional love. Recognizing that no one's outside of you. Everyone's your reflection. It all comes back to self-love. And placing your hands in front of your heart, up to your third eye, and bowing down with me. Namaste. For my soul recognizes your soul. That we're one soul in many bodies. I love you. I'll see you guys on Monday. One more announcement I need to mention. I just signed up for a new coaching program, and that coaching program is for the next 6 weeks. It's at 12 o'clock on Wednesdays. So on Wednesdays, the time is going to shift a little bit. We will still do 11:30 on Monday, and 11:30 Eastern Standard Time on Mondays and Fridays. But the Wednesday time for the next 6 weeks will switch to a different time. I'm not sure what time yet. So just so you guys know about that, and that will start next week. So I love you guys unconditionally. Have a beautiful day.